You are 45. You make $1 million a year. You wake up in a house you once drove past just to look at. The coffee tastes the same. The morning feels the same. The person in the mirror is still you. 10 years ago, you made $20,000. You thought money would change everything. It did. Just not the things you expected. This is your life at every salary level. You are 22. You make $20,000 a year. Tuesday morning. Your alarm goes off at 5:47 a.m. Not because you enjoy mornings. Because your bus leaves at 6:20. Missing it means being late. Being late means a warning. A warning means risk.
At this salary, everything feels one mistake away from falling apart.
You check your bank account before you brush your teeth. You know the number without looking. You still look. Rent is due next week. Your phone bill is due Friday. You buy groceries by price, not preference. You stand in the cereal aisle comparing 2 boxes for 4 minutes. 27 cents matters.
Friday night. Your friends invite you out. You say maybe.
Maybe means no. You spend 10 minutes checking your account. You know you shouldn't go.
You go anyway. Halfway through dinner, you stop enjoying the conversation. You are calculating the bill. Nobody knows. Everyone here is laughing. You are doing math.
At $20,000 a year, money is not freedom. Money is survival. You think rich people have no problems. You are wrong. You are 25. You make $50,000 a year. The first paycheck feels enormous. You open your banking app 3 times a day. Just to look at it.
You buy things you've wanted for years. A better phone. Better shoes.
Better groceries. You stop checking prices on everything. That feels like wealth.
A coworker asks if you want to join a weekend trip. For the first time in your life, you don't panic. You say yes. It feels incredible. Then something strange happens. 3 months later, the excitement disappears.
Your new normal becomes normal. The better phone becomes a phone. The nicer apartment becomes an apartment. The raise becomes a number. You discover something nobody tells you. Humans adapt faster than they earn. You start looking upward again. Suddenly, everyone making $100,000 seems successful. You tell yourself that's the level.
Then life will feel secure. You are wrong again. You are 29. You make $100,000 a year. You remember dreaming about 6 figures. The dream lasted 2 weeks. Now 6 figures feels ordinary.
The people around you have changed. So have your expenses. You move into a better neighborhood.
The neighborhood changes your definition of normal. The cars are nicer. The restaurants are nicer. The vacations are nicer. Suddenly, you feel average again.
You attend a birthday party. A man your age mentions his second property. Another talks about stock options.
A third casually mentions a $250,000 bonus. You smile. Then you drive home feeling poor. Not because you are poor. Because comparison has no finish line.
At $100,000, you stop worrying about small emergencies. You start worrying about falling behind. The fear changed clothes. You are 33. You make $250,000 a year. People start calling you successful.
Family asks for advice. Friends ask what you do. Strangers assume you have everything figured out.
You don't. Wednesday evening. You're sitting in a parking garage after work. Engine off. Phone silent. You don't want to go home yet.
You don't want to stay here either. Nobody prepared you for this part. The money solved most practical problems. It didn't answer bigger questions. What do you actually want? What are you building? What happens after the next promotion? You spend years climbing. Then one day you look around.
The ladder is standing against a wall. You just aren't sure it's the right wall.
You are 37. You make $500,000 a year. The outside world thinks you've won.
The outside world only sees the outside. Your schedule owns you. Your inbox never sleeps.
Your phone vibrates during dinner, during weekends, during vacations, during your child's soccer game, Tuesday night. You are answering emails from a hotel room.
The city outside the window is beautiful. You barely notice it. Your son sends a picture. School project. You weren't there. Again. At $500,000, you discover a hidden cost. Every yes requires a no. More money often means less time.
Nobody advertises that part. You begin asking a dangerous question. How much is enough?
You are 45. You make $1 million a year. The younger version of you would be speechless.
The current version of you is tired. Not unhappy, just aware. A Friday morning, you sit alone on your back patio. The sun rises. The coffee steams. The world is quiet. Your phone is inside. For once, you think about every salary you've earned. 20,000.
50,000. 100,000. 250,000. 500,000. 1 million. You notice something. Every version of you believed the next number would finally solve life. Every version was disappointed, because money is powerful. But money is not magic. At 20,000, you wanted security. At 50,000, you wanted comfort. At 100,000, you wanted status.
At $250,000, you wanted meaning. At $500,000, you wanted time. At $1, you wanted peace. The goals kept changing. The number kept moving. The finish line kept running away.
Then your phone buzzes. A message from an old friend. You haven't seen him in years. He still makes around $50,000. He sends a picture. He's grilling burgers with his family.
Everyone is smiling. The caption says, "Best day I've had all year." You stare at the screen. Then you laugh. Not because it is funny. Because for the first time in a long time, something becomes obvious. Every salary solves a different problem. None of them solve being human.
Money can buy comfort. Money can buy options. Money can buy freedom from certain fears.
But money cannot tell you what matters. Only you can do that.
You finish your coffee. The house is still beautiful. The account is still large.
The morning is still quiet. But the lesson is finally clear. The goal was never reaching a number. The goal was building a life you wouldn't need to escape from.
Maybe you make $20,000. Maybe you make $100,000. Maybe you make $1 million.
Either way, there is a question waiting for you. Not how much do you earn? Not how much do you own?
Not what car you drive. The question is simpler.
If your salary stayed exactly where it is today, would you still like the life attached to it?
Most people spend years chasing a bigger paycheck. Very few spend time designing a bigger life. The second one matters more. And by the time most people learn that, they're already rich.